My cousin Adam is calling. Adam, you're in the neighborhood. Hello? Adam?
Good morning, Dave. How are you?
Oh, there's a morning voice for you. This is my cousin Adam Glass. I actually have two different cousins. So welcome, Adam. How have you been?
Well, I've joined the AARP club, so yay me.
No, you're not 50. You cannot be 50.
Well,
Are you?
Well, yeah, as of yesterday. At least that's what they tell me.
Oh, my God. Congratulations, man. Do you feel any different? By the way, do you still have the radio or the stuff on in the background? Because I'm kind of hearing feedback. If you can turn that down, that'd be really cool.
I have nothing on at all.
Oh, you're naked? You? No, just kidding. But it must be a cell phone thing. So, welcome to the AARP Old Persons Club. How's your health? How you doing?
All in all, pretty good. As I was having this conversation yesterday, I was told that I was in good company and that we would do a good job taking on the yuppies. And I said, well, at least we know how to spell and write cursive.
Yeah, and I write curses all the time. You know, the worst ones.
Yes. I remember some of your cursive, actually.
Oh, yeah, you would. So, explain to the folks, first of all, and I think you've been on the radio program one time before, as maybe part of our New Year's broadcast, but how are we related?
Oh, let's see. By accident, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah,
let's see.
Some errant sperm.
Your grandmother, my grandmother, were sisters.
Wait a minute. Okay, so wait a minute. Grandma Lucy, you're talking about on my dad's side. Grandma Lucy.
Yeah. So Lucy on your dad's side, and Arnie on my mother's side. Sisters.
So wait, are you related? Yeah. Sorry. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask because our guest in the neighborhood, we're going to be talking to set designer Scott Aronow in a little bit. You must be directly related to him.
Yeah, he's my first cousin. He's Judy's younger sister. He's Judy's son. Judy is Meryl's younger sister.
Right. And your mom and dad are... wait.
Well, Meryl is Arnie's middle daughter.
Okay.
And Judy is the youngest. So Scott is my first cousin. Right.
Because your parents are whom? You're Marilyn, right?
Marilyn and Bill, yeah.
Bill, okay, well, wow, okay. It's been a lot of years, man. You lived in Cedarhurst.
Many years.
Yeah, I was in Long Island, didn't have a car. You were in Cedarhurst, and never saw you. Never saw that part of the family, except maybe once a year. So I can never keep this family tree stuff together. I cannot understand it in my head. So I'm glad you're making that very clear. So how are I think is Meryl still with us? Adam?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. How's she doing?
She is alive and well.
Wonderful. And how's Bill?
He is as well, although he is.
That's how I am.
God, he's still with us.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Mazel McClay. Now, do you have brothers or sisters? I'm trying. Forgive me for not even knowing this off the top of my head. You're an only kid.
No, it's quite fine. So no. So we'll go through the family tree briefly.
Yes.
So Arnie had 3 children.
Uh-huh.
She had Iris, Meryl, and Judy.
Okay.
Iris had 2 daughters, Diane, Roseanne.
Right. Okay.
Meryl has 3 sons.
Oh, so you're one of them.
Billy Goats Gruff.
So wait. That's right.
Yeah.
So there was Evan and Evan. Evan was one of the brothers.
Evan and Jordan.
Jordan! How are your brothers doing? Right.
They're all doing well, thank you. Everybody's doing well.
Okay. I remember Evan. He was a big guy. What's he doing with himself these days?
He works with commercial real estate properties. And I would offer to explain more, but I'll be damned if I understand it.
I hear you. And what about Jordan? I haven't heard about Jordan in years.
Jordan is an attorney and has been one for a few decades.
Wow. Okay. And funny, every time I needed a lawyer, I never thought of calling him. Wow. Darn.
Well,
too late.
You know,
What?
He's always there.
What kind of lawyer is he? Is it, accident or suing a university for killing a radio station kind of a lawyer? Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yowzers. No, he deals actually with actually a whole host of different types of law, and I would be remiss if I were to start listing things because it's not my area of expertise. But I could ask him and call back in another day and
sure, ask him
with the brilliance of his legal mind.
Wow. Well, obviously your mind is nowhere near either of that of your brothers. So what do you do, Adam?
I pretend my name is Larry.
My name is Larry. No, what? What do you actually do?
Well, that was why I said it. So
yes.
You'll have to explain that to your listeners for that. That's a long story from long ago.
Oh, remind me to talk about Dr. Dirty a little bit. We've got to talk about him, about Dr. Dirty. But,
oh, yeah.
But tell us first what you do, work-wise.
I'm in the IT field, but it has changed many times over the years. Right now, I'm a technician. I work with security systems.
Woo!
In the 5 boroughs. Yes, I take all those hidden camera pictures and all those things and set up servers and fun stuff.
Yeah. So if there's an actress that I'm really hot for, can I send you to her palace in Hollywood and take pictures of her coming out of the shower, kind of a thing? No, can't do that.
I did not say I was a paparazzi.
Damn. And it's the wrong climate in Hollywood for that anyway. So yeah. So
no.
Now, Adam, you have a wife and kids.
I do.
Mazel tov.
Thank you. The wife. Never mind.
The wife.
Yes, I do.
Tell us about the wife.
Some things just don't belong on radio. Anyway.
Wait. We can talk about taking photos of naked Hollywood actresses surreptitiously, and yet talking about your wife and children is not right for the radio. This is the kind of show I do, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
Well, I thought fair is fair. Let's talk about my pride and joy. So my dog. All
right.
My daughter is yes.
How old are your kids?
I have one child.
One child.
Her name is Piper. She is 15.
Oh my God. Oh wow. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask the Howard Stern question, but is she a handful being like a teenager, or is she great?
She is 15 going on God help me.
Yeah.
Thankfully, she is very bright, and she is very, from all accounts, she is a very pretty and bright and charming young lady.
Just like I was when I was 15.
To her father. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, let me ask, does she have a particular leaning yet? Is she artistic creative? Is she aerodynamic? Is she, in the sciences or the maths or the, what?
Actually, she enjoys sciences a lot. She enjoys criminology a great deal.
Oh, okay.
She likes getting into the psychoses of the criminal mind. She actually finds the psychology fascinating.
Send her to my house for 3 hours, man. Yeah. I'm a case study right there.
That is her current bent.
I just haven't acted out yet. I've got everything in here. I'll keep her busy for hours. Let me tell you. So what does her wife do? Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I could have her call in.
Well, why not?
I can't tell you what's going to come out of her mouth, but I could have her call in.
Doesn't matter. This radio station is folding anyway. I can say anything now. Well, nothing libelous or fire in a theater kind of a thing. But if she wants to say the F word, she can say the F word. Twice even. Yeah.
She wouldn't be inclined to do that, but.
Oh.
I just don't know, again, since I never know what question is going to come out of you, because you are so wonderfully eclectic, I have no idea what the response from her is going to be either.
That's fair. I just realized I forgot to button the button of my shirt. Happily, it's been below camera line, but oops. Okay. So, how long have you been married, by the way?
Let's see. This would be 21 years.
Mit Mazel Miklik, as Rabbi Saul Solomon would say. So, did you do anything amazing for your 20th anniversary?
Didn't fight.
That's the best answer ever. That is... and being someone who's been married almost 20 years myself, I know exactly what you're talking about. Wow. No crockery was broken.
That's right. That's right.
No bags were packed. That's a good anniversary.
That's
Oh, man. We're not going to go any further.
Were broken, and no threats were no threats were made. So there you go.
Well, what is the secret? I mean, no marriage is perfect, God knows. So, what is your secret for getting through 20 years besides the obvious one of inertia?
Long-term separation.
Okay.
Well, you asked. I mean, I try.
You travel for your job, or does she, or no? What?
No, marriage is, and I have said this many times, I think that in its own way, marriage is probably just about the hardest job there is. In some ways, even more challenging than raising a child, only because with a child, the child comes in fresh. We screw them all up, but they come in fresh and clean and delicious and beautiful and wonderful
and sexy.
And then we spend years, embedding all of our phobias and problems in them, so that they can go to therapy and hate us for the rest of their lives and move on. But when you marry someone, you marry all their baggage. You marry the family, you marry the friendships, you marry the everything, and it is a great deal of work, and it's a very challenging, and it's very difficult to not get stuck in one's own ways and have those ways interfere with your relationship. And I'll be damned if I figure out how to not do it, but someone out there is smart enough.
We think so. We think maybe Tom Hanks has the answer. We think there's a couple of people who've been married in Hollywood for 40 years, and they know, but we don't really know what went on. We have no clue. But it sounds like you're on a downslope, shall we say, at the moment?
Though I do not tend to air laundry.
You just did, but yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. No, that downward slope already hit the bottom, and we're already at the bottom of the ski slope and just already taking off the skis and kind of walking back to the chalet.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to volunteer to be your mistress. If you
well,
need to get some,
or she's available. I mean, which would make you happy. So
Oh, I'll think about it. I'll check both your Facebook pages and see which one makes me hot. So that's a thought. Okay.
Listen, so I'm going to question you now. How is your lovely, wonderful wife?
My lovely, wonderful wife is lovely and wonderful. She is fine, thank God. She is. We have been in March. We will have been married 20 years, God willing. And
which is a wonderful thing.
She is teaching. She's not teaching. She's in a conference this morning and grading and scoring things and doing meetings. But she's teaching this semester. She's got tenure. I've mentioned this on the air a few times, but she got tenure a couple of months ago, so yay! So she is an associate professor now. She'll be bucking for full professor in about 3 years, assuming we stay. What else? She's fine. Healthy-wise. We have an old dog. I'm sorry?
Baruch Hashem.
Thank you, man. We had one dog who died a few months ago. Our other dog is still with us and pretty damn good for his age. And I'm talking about me, by the way. And so my wife is actually, and her parents are alive and reasonably well.
Thank God.
Yeah, really. That's what it's been like. I mean, what do you say about someone you've been married to for 20 years that you're still talking to? We're good. Things are okay, and that's life.
It is indeed. I would ask about your folks. I wish them well, of course. I don't really get to speak to them in the way that I wish I could.
Well, you should call them. Call them, damn it.
You're right.
How long are they going to be on
You're
this earth? How
absolutely
long are you going to be on this earth, sir? You should call my... I haven't been calling them, but you should call them. Yeah, I think this is horrible. I think the last time I spoke to Mom and Dad was New Year's Eve. So that's how evil I am. Because I figure I'll be talking to them on my birthday anyway, on Tuesday. But I was kind of hoping I'd call in today, or I get to call them. But there are a lot. You know, Mom is getting over a long cold, apparently. And Dad is Dad. He's got the medical issues that have plagued him for a year and a half now. So it is what it is. But he's home. He's better. Life's okay. You know? What can you ask for?
Yeah.
Man, this is the most depressing fucking show ever. I swear to God. It's my pre-birthday show. I've been talking about dead people. I've been talking about the crumbling of this radio station. I'm talking about, like, parents' illness and your marital troubles. How's your prostate? You know? And you said you're healthy, right? Yeah.
You know, my prostate is fine, and it sends its regards. So.
I've heard he's a little nuts, but you know, I don't know what that means. Okay.
Ow! Wow. So, are you?
Am I what?
Are you serious about the radio station?
Unfortunately, yes. We really are going through some kind of cost cutting here. So, as of a week from now, at least this is what they're saying. Sometimes it takes longer for these things to happen, but they are going to be suspending all programming, all operations here at UNC Radio. But Dave Scott Mike goes on. It goes on my website. It goes on Facebook. Same time. I may even make it a little earlier so New Yorker people can listen. If I can just roll out of bed, put on the computer, and do it. You know, I don't need that extra time to zip up my fly and put on some kind of shirt. We'll see. I'm still going to keep it from like 11 to 2 Eastern time. At least for the time being. And we may even stay in this room for a couple of weeks. It's just we won't be official. It'll be kind of like going sub rosa under the radar. It's a little up in the air, but that's how things are. But I'm not kidding. This radio station is going to be, at least, I'm not going to say defunct, but it's going to be on halt for an indefinite period of time. Yeah.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
It's been so wonderful that you are broadcasting in there on the radio in little Colorado, which I still haven't gotten to visit. I hope to one of these years.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I won't let you stay with me, but certainly you could come to Colorado and we could wave from a couple of blocks away. You know, I could just make sure you're alive.
You're so generous.
Yeah,
really,
absolutely. And what else do I want to mention about? So yeah, but again, it's not that my show is stopping. My show goes on. It's just this radio, this particular part of it, this piece of it, this radio station, and it's just been this way at the university over the past 9 years that Joyce and I have lived here. When we first got here, we had 2 school newspapers. Okay, now it's down to 1. When we moved here, one of those newspapers published 3 hard copy editions a week. So you get it on like Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday or something like that. Now they cut it back to once a week, and now it's literally down to once a month, and on the interwebs. So we've barely got a newspaper.
Oh my.
We have a TV station on our cable system. Do you know what our TV station has been showing for the past 4 years?
Reruns of It's a Wonderful Life?
If only. No, I swear to you, a title card that says we are experiencing technical difficulties. That has been our broadcast 24/7 on our university radio station for the past 4 to 5 years. Okay? So we don't have that, and now the radio station is going to go kablooey. And, you know, what will we have here? What's going to go next? I wonder if they're going to take our interwebs away, and we're all going to be talking to each other like through shoelaces, through paper cups, and just talk to each other that way.
You know what this means. That you need to start a new business there, growing and selling cannabis, and you need to invest into the university and reinfuse it with capital.
That's what we need. We need, instead of selling our oil rights and selling the the tower that we had here for our radio signal a few years ago. UNC should just get into the can of business. That's what you're right.
Exactly.
We should, under all the buildings, just have these crop farmhouses that grow, monitored by the students and faculty, and we would be rolling in money. And of course,
you're rolling in a lot of things.
Yeah, well, yeah. And of course, even then, I'm sure the people up top would find things to cut and salaries to garnish. So, I don't know. Don't want to go there.
They might find alternate ways to pay you, but
Oh, that's true. They could. I don't even want to go. I could make a co-ed joke, but I know what Joyce would look at me like if I did. Hey, by the way, my gosh, it's 5 after 10 already. It's Mountain Time. It's afternoon where you are out in New York.
Yes, it is, sir.
So before I let you go, Adam Glass, my fine cousin, I do want to mention that we did share this cool thing, this bonding thing, when we were both teenagers. When you were the one who let me know about the existence of Dr. Dirty.
Of Dr. Dirty.
You want to tell everybody?
Well, it's your radio show. I think it is best coming from you. Well,
I mean, we're going back now 30-something years, maybe close to 35 or 40 years, when, you come by and you had these cassettes of this fella who was a nightclub entertainer. He sat at the piano, and he would do comedy. We were talking about the difference between incorrect music and novelty songs before. This guy would do novelty songs and song parodies, and they were absolutely, positively silly, filthy. Okay? As dirty and silly and dumb as possible. Do you want to sing one or part of one?
I don't know which one I could possibly sing where I could get to 4 words without being bleeped.
Well, but again, this is University Radio. We can say these words on the air. We can say them. Go ahead. If you're under 14, hold your ears, folks. So go for it.
Let's see. Since I don't think I've heard one of the tapes in more than 30 years, I don't even know what I can remember. No, I can't actually.
All right.
Let's put it this way. I can assure you that on regular radio or on even Howard Stern would have been bleeping like crazy.
Oh yeah.
But you're.
It was all in good spirits. It was never. I mean, it was very, very vulgar and sexual and misogynistic, but in a completely lovable, light, zany way of saying, he's just going to be dirty for the sake of being dirty. His name is John Balby, a.k.a. Dr. Dirty. The one I remember only off the top of my head is Knock Knock. You have to answer that, asshole. So let's try that again. Knock Knock.
Yes. Who's there?
Tijuana.
Tijuana who?
Tijuana, do your mother at the gangbang. Oh, yes, we do. It's been a long time since we've had a screw. Remember that? Yeah. That was the level. That was the wit.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's right, because he was doing it in front of a live college audience at the time from the tape that I had.
Yes. It was, when I was younger and in my prime, we used to gangbang all the time. Yeah, okay, that was one of them. And he probably did like 50 songs. Yeah?
Hmm? He did.
Yeah.
He did. He had a great many of them, and he did a wonderful. He did some rhymes about there was the candy bar poem.
The candy bar. Do you remember?
Yeah, I don't. One day Mr. Goodbar wanted to get something or other.
Yeah, had to do with Zagnuts and right, and her mounds.
And bit of honey and
Yeah.
And, Milky Way and anyway.
Oh, that's right.
It's kind of.
I mean, it was just deliberately filthy with no undercurrent of social responsibility. And everybody's drunk and singing along, and it was fun and funny. And it's like Jackie the Joke Man kind of humor. You start laughing in the first 2 minutes. I can't believe he's saying these things. And then you're rolling along right with them. And I ended up having John Balby, Dr. Dirty, on this radio show a few years ago. And I credit
Did you really?
that. Yeah, you didn't know that? You mean you don't listen to the show every week? What kind of cousin are you piece of shit?
Oh, that's exactly the kind of cousin I am, actually, right there. Our parents, which I believe is why the conversation from earlier about my marriage is happening. So, just kind of following the theme.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying I would probably emailed you back to tell you, oh my God, John, Dr. Dirty's on the Dave's Gone By. Go into the archives, and you can hear it because we played some of his music, and we talked to him for like an hour. So it was a lot of fun.
Oh my God! I wish I had known. Listen, there have been different shows that I've listened to. One stands out in my mind, and it was not a fun one, but it was a poignant one, and it was about our cousin Karen.
Oh,
and
wow. Yeah.
And that was very poignant.
Wow.
And
yeah, I forgot about. Wow. Okay. My cousin Karen, who passed away after a zillion different illnesses, and I think cancer was the last one. I don't know which one was the final.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, but it was very important, and I never did thank you for doing that because it was very important.
Oh wow, okay, thank you. You're welcome. So now you have to listen to the show and the archives at davesgoneby.com to hear that anytime. Not that that's a big fun thing, but also the Dr. Dirty stuff. We've interviewed Dr. Demento on this show a couple of times. Who else? Who else would you be interested in? Rusty Warren?
Wait.
Yeah.
Was it Dr. Demento who did I'm My Own Grandpa?
Well, he would have played that song on his radio show. I'm My Own Grandpa was written. Was it Homer and Jethro or Ernest and Julio Gallo? I forget who actually put that song together. It's a classic, though. But
it is, and
What?
No, I have listened to a number of your radio shows. I put them on, at various times when I can sit and listen for more than 5 minutes.
When your wife has locked you in the basement, and she's calling her divorce attorney. Yeah.
Let's put it this way: we were more of a convulsion than a fit. And we are much better people apart than we were together, and we get along actually quite a bit better, and much better parents too for it. So,
I'm sure you're a better person now because you couldn't possibly be worse. But
well, once you've gone to the bottom, there's no place to go but up.
That's true. That's true. Adam Glass, my fine. You're my first cousin, yeah, or my second?
Second cousin.
You're my second cousin, and I appreciate your being in my life, and I wish you were in my life a bit more, and would love to get you more on the radio, too, talking about old times and new. Anything you want to say to me about my birthday coming up?
As it was just said to me, they say that, nobody's lived to 150 yet, supposedly, but they're saying that with medical science, the first person to do it is alive right now, so it should be you. Keep everybody entertained and happy and stay healthy and well, and you should have another 100 years.
Well, that is really, really nice, man. God, I'm sorry about all the terrible things I've been saying about you, and the even worse things I've been thinking about you. Oh, wow. Well, thank you, Cousin Adam. I certainly wish you happiness in your marriage, happiness with your children, well, your child, your one child, and good things with your working and your security systems and your insecurity systems. I hope you conquer them. Be well, man, and love to the family, huh?
Absolutely. You just take good care of yourself, Dave.
I will, man. I will. Thank you for calling in. Have a great one.
Always a pleasure. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.